the GOTRAX G4 scooter. Now, the G4 is a pretty fast scooter, 20 miles an hour. The one thing it does is go through brakes pretty quickly. I've racked up almost 400 miles in this scooter and I've gone through lots of brake pads. I'll show you how to change the brake pads in the G4. It's pretty easy. I think most people can do it. You need a set of these round metallic Gecko brake pads. You need a bike tool hex wrench with a 5mm and a 4mm. And you'll need a set of needle nose pliers. The first step is to loosen up the brake cable with the 5mm wrench and then push the brake lever back toward the rear of the scooter to open up the caliper. Next, remove the caliper from the scooter with the two 4mm hex bolts. Set these aside and apply some blue thread locker. Next, flip the caliper upside down so you can see the brake pads. Let's use the needle nose pliers to remove the old brake pads. Next, using the needle nose pliers, put in the new brake pads. They're magnetic, so they'll snap right in, and put the top one in first. When they're both in, you should have a big enough gap for the brake rotor to slip through. If not, push back the lever on the brake caliper. Next, place the caliper back on the rotor and just finger tighten those two 4mm bolts. Next, gently press the lever on the caliper toward the front of the scooter until you feel the brake pads contact the rotor, and then tighten up that 5mm bolt on the cable. Next, gently hold down the brake lever with your left hand, and then tighten down the 4mm caliper bolts with your right hand. We'll align the pads to the rotor. Let's go for a ride and test the brakes. You should hear a slight rubbing of the pads, and you should be able to lock up the brakes if you pull the lever all the way. If the brakes lock up too early, you're going to need to loosen up that brake cable a little bit. And if you can't lock the brakes at all, no matter how hard you pull, then you're going to have to tighten the brake cable. There you go. Remember to like and subscribe for more videos about electric scooters, electric bikes, Rivian, Tesla, Wi-Fi, and other tech products.